Today earlier, I had the opportunity to attend the change of command ceremony by Admiral Agolino stepping down and retiring at the same time after 40 years, and Admiral Paparo stepping up to be the head of Indo-PACOM. And it was and I've been to change of command ceremonies before, but this is one of the more poignant ones I had seen, in part because of Admiral Agolino's 40 years of service, and I recognize we've got some extraordinary people in the audience. But it made me reflect on a lot of things. And look, I would just tell you, I've always had a profound respect for the men and women in uniform, just people who serve. And I came from that generation, and I myself was in the Navy for 6 years and 4 months, which a lot of people don't know. I don't talk about it very often. But I say that because I grew up as a kid born in 1946 with a father who came back from the war in October of 45, married my mother a month later, and I was born 10 months later. He was the oldest of 7. My mother was the youngest of 9. I had a lot of uncles growing up, and all of them fought in World War II, every one of them. And they did so as very young men, and it had that profound impact on their life. And consequently, my growing up and being reared in that kind of family always gave me a tremendous respect. My dad himself stayed in the Navy Reserve for over 40 years. So all of that to say is that you take it to a whole different level when we start talking about people who are injured in the line of service and receiving a Purple Heart. So I'm here today to be very supportive. I want to thank Augie for getting this bill passed. This is a great thing for the city and county of Honolulu, but what's even more so is the amount of veterans that we have living here and their families, and the military presence that we have. I mean, this is at the highest level. So I'm just really grateful to all of you, not only for your service and what you represent, but for us having the opportunity to become a Purple Heart City and all of that means. And I just hope it becomes a statement of the respect that we have for the men and women in uniform and for those who have been injured in the line of duty, and certainly those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. We're honored to be here and be a part of this. Thank you very much.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Ed Cruikshank. I'm the chapter commander for Purple Heart Chapter 43. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the City Council for passing Resolution 2449 to make Honolulu a Purple Heart City. They passed this on to the mayor, and our supportive mayor said he'd be happy to sign a proclamation for it. But just before I step down, you don't want to hear from me, is I'd like to recognize 2 people in the front here. One is Tommy Tanaka, who's 96, and Mino Takeesu, who's 90, I think he's 92. But they fought, obviously, in a Korean War, and we're here to honor them. 2 other members, Ace Kalehano, could not be here today, nor could Moses Pakaki. But they're certainly here in our hearts. So anyway, let's give them a hand. And I'd just like to recognize Augie and Esther and the rest of the council for doing this. You have no idea how important this has been, and you really came to the plate, and I really thank you. And that's all I have to say. God bless all of you.
Look, I'm extremely proud of this momentous day. So I want to thank the Hawaii Rainbow Chapter for their advocacy in recognizing the city and county of Honolulu as a Purple Heart City. And I want to thank the council and the mayor for signing Bill 7 and taking this opportunity to recognize, honor, courage, service, and sacrifice of Purple Heart recipients who are killed or wounded while serving our country and defending our freedom. So I wanted to say thank you and mahalo.
Aloha mai kako. Thank you, Mayor Blangiardi and Councilmember Toba, for your leadership on this issue. Having Honolulu being designated a Purple Heart City is heartening to me. So I would like to, first of all, just acknowledge and welcome all of our Purple Heart Award recipients as well as their families. I am a proud daughter of a Purple Heart recipient from the Korean War. My father's name was Melvin Lealoha Kia'aina, a proud 1948 graduate of Farrington High School. And I know for a fact that he barely made it off the fields of the Korean Peninsula. And so I am grateful that I'm actually here. I know what happens with both what they've gone through, the recipients have gone through to fight for our freedoms on foreign soils, and the sacrifices that they make coming home. And I think that we can never have too many reminders so that we can all reflect on the sacrifices that they undertake. And I'm just glad that we're having a signing ceremony today. Thank you so much.
Approve this third day of May.